Red on.
You look like your bed stinks.
I would never ride another nigga way.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
I'm judging a man by the length of his hair and the kind of music he listens to. Rock was never my bag.
Everything is now
That's actually one of my favorite
on the
parts.
internet.
Rock was never my bag.
I don't have a dark cloud today.
You really don't. You damn near never have a dark cloud.
Nah, sometimes never.
It's a good drop though. What movie is that from?
Oh, it's actually from Fresh Off the Boat.
Fresh off the. Oh, okay. Fresh off the boat.
Yeah, like this fucking the redhead kid, ginger kid, like the fat one.
Okay.
Right, he was going after like some girl, right, and then the character Brian was like, yeah, like that would ever fucking happen, basically, and he was like, take your dark cloud somewhere else, Brian. You know?
Fuck yeah. Welcome, niggas. Welcome to the good audio episode. This is an episode where you can hear the. I'm just kidding. Where you can hear the audio properly. Nice to see you.
That's the what? Did we already say that this is the Kenforce podcast, most based podcast?
No, but I'm assuming that they should know that because they clicked on this motherfucker.
Hey, well, if they did, no, this is the Kenforce podcast, most based podcast. I am your host, Brian Johnson.
I'm Jamal Abel Harrison.
Yep, you can follow me at Bones D Conway. You know, might as well drop that in quickly if you haven't followed me already.
You can follow me in the streets. Catch me on Miracle Mile in Los Angeles over by La Brea Tar Pits.
He said he got these. He got his hands for everybody. He can't be touched.
I can't be
King
touched.
of the city.
I bet you won't touch me. I bet nobody will fucking lay a hand on my beautiful hair.
Right, he can go to any hood. He got to check in. He's
Check in.
Mile.
Check in. I'm on the fucking test my gangster path.
Matter of fact, wherever
What
he
is it,
go,
tour?
you check in with him. How about that, motherfucker?
Niggas check in with me. Have you heard about that recently? Where academics is other like just what Dom is Live News or like other guys who are like smaller than him doing similar things are now saying that he's copying from them and shit. You know how they always say that about like, you know, the most popular guy in the subject.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, see, I've been doing this since the 90s, man. Even before the internet.
No, like I think somebody said that he stole the catchphrase. Like he's been saying the catchphrase about Tekashi. He's on a Test My Gangster tour. And then some of the younger bloggers was like, he stole that from my videos. I said Tekashi was on a Test My Gangster tour. You know, like little things like that.
And then like maybe that person got it from a nigga he seen on Twitter.
Yeah, guess what academic said he got it from?
What?
Fucking Tekashi himself. He was like, I was hanging out with Tekashi and he said that.
I believe it.
So it's like, you know, why you mad at this kid? Why everybody mad at that kid? Like, I don't think Charlamagne talked to him no more, or nobody. You
Wait,
know?
academics?
Yeah, like, no, academics, because the whole Desus and Mero shit.
I would
You know what I'm saying? Back when they were getting into it with him, I think academics was like, I don't fuck with nobody, which he meant Charlamagne too. And now you saw Desus and Mero this week, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying though. So they got hands for academics, but they got hands for DJ Envy.
Man, they I was just listening to their podcast right now, and they were talking extra spicy. They were talking the most brazy. They were like, didn't academics you do shit? But I was like, what? You niggas were apologizing on the air. You know what I'm saying? You niggas was like, I'm sorry, Envy. My bad. They go home and they were like, fuck Envy. I don't give a fuck about what that nigga say. Yeah, they were acting real tough.
They were talking.
Yeah, they was about to go Bronx on that nigga.
But you didn't go Bronx and see.
Exactly. Where's the Bronx, man? With your beautiful trimmed up beards and stuff nowadays. I want that dirty Mero, the one who still had a little bit of hair, or Desus, the one who still had a little bit of hairline nowadays.
Wait. Before we hop into what happened with Deuces and Mero and DJ Envy, let's go back to academics.
Okay, what happened?
No. Fish, we talk about academics.
Niggas is coming at him. People don't want the guy to live. Like media outlets are mad at him because he gets Like, he gets free interviews with, like, XXX or, you know, niggas who don't want, like, Lil Yachty, niggas who don't want to do interviews, which actually ties into the whole Lil Xan shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, big media outlets are just Lil Xanning everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting them, you know, making the whole society hate them, so nobody wants to go to them. They're all like, oh, academics, will you do me an interview? Because you're not a piece of you know, you're not going to make me get beat up in the streets by 14-year-olds. Poor Lil Xan.
Man.
What do you think's gonna happen to him?
I hope he continues still doing his thing and making music. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because it goes back to, like, I actually had this conversation with someone else about the whole, like, him saying Tupac is born. What's wrong with him saying Tupac is born? You get what I'm saying? Like, honestly, don't get me wrong. And I'm a Tupac fan. You get what I'm saying?
Me too.
You know,
for the record.
And I love Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
I love Tupac. Times go by, we puffing on live, hoping that it gets me by.
So you know, we got change.
You know, times is hard. I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I totally am a Tupac fan as well.
Yeah, but you know, so I like Tupac, but at the same time, you can't fault a kid who was born in like 99, 2000 for not listening to someone that we grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and like he even said, that Tupac is a legend, but at the same time, he doesn't have to, you know, like blaze him every day and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, like, so I was arguing with somebody, and I was like, "What's wrong with him saying his music's boring?" He's like, "Oh, because it's Tupac." I was like, "Okay, I love Tupac too, but at the same time, I bet you don't listen to LL music."
I actually had the same conversation, and it was, I bet you don't listen to Mozart music. You get what I'm saying?
No, and I told him that. I was like...
Yeah, it's like Mozart's a legend. How many Mozart songs do you know? Okay, well, stop with your rap mixtapes if you don't know Mozart. Because Mozart's a legend. He paved music for all of us. If you don't know Mozart, eat a dick. You know?
But it's the truth, though.
I sound like Ice-T, but I tell these young niggas to eat a dick. You know, tell a young kid, eat a dick, pussy.
And I was like, I bet you don't listen to Run DMC, but aren't them niggas legends?
Yeah.
Did they pave the way?
Exactly, they paved the ways, motherfucker. What's up with this legendary talk? Nigga, where your legends at? The game didn't start with E40. You fucking didn't start with 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Didn't start with whoever.
But you know, so like leave Lil Xan alone. Like let him make his music. Like
that's real.
No, and he even said like he don't make gangster music. He never claimed that, like,
he's burning. But that's the thing is like, okay, they're after him, but he is ruining it for himself. You can have that one. He's fucking it up for himself. Like he's making it worse. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not making it any better with his whole going on. I'm not tough. I'm cool with the cops. That's not cool to say.
No,
you should have just been quiet and got you some real security. Don't tell me about how cool you are with cops.
Yeah, no, I was gonna get to that. That's another thing he should never did.
Yeah,
he should never. And then like he should never. I'm cool with cops. What? I never claimed I'm a gangster. Yeah, you never claimed that. But at the same time, you should never.
Yeah, it's gotta be like a thinly veiled illusion. It can't be.
Yeah.
You can't just be like I'm a pussy and a rapper. Like nobody.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I relate to the guy who's a pussy. Whenever people are after me, I call the cops. I listen to Lil Xan music. That's what you did to yourself.
You get like fucking 4, 6, 5 Samoan niggas, bro, and just walk around everywhere.
Yeah, and there goes your cops. Yeah. Because guess what? He said that same shit everybody always says, which is like, second some niggas rob your house, who are you calling, the cops?
You can call the cops?
Yeah, no, not if I got big ass security with me. We call them goons. You run the tape back. We fine. Like, no, we're not calling the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you said grab the
what the cops gonna do?
Choppers. Like,
the cops can come talk about it with us. Fuck, I look like
file a report.
Fuck I look like. So they're trying to get academics out of here. I think he don't got the Charlemagne friendship anymore, but he does have the Joe Budden's friendship still. Him and Joe Budden's hang out still regularly. Well, and have you seen Joe Budden's? He's in fire right now because Royce the 5'9" went on an interview talking about that was really disloyal what Buttons did when he said that Eminem's album was gonna look whack. You know? It's like, it wasn't just, it was Was it? That's actually. I want your opinion.
On the Eminem album?
Yeah, no. On Joe Budden saying that Eminem album would be whack. Like on Joe Budden saying what he said. Like you may not have seen it from Everyday Struggle, but what I'm saying is if I came out with a whack album, and you were my friend and you had a job like Everyday Struggle or some shit, would you keep it real or would you be like, that's my boy album and I don't know if it was good? And not even necessarily me.
No, I'm just saying.
Budden says he doesn't have a relationship with Eminem. Let me get all the facts out there really quickly. He said he doesn't have a close relationship with Eminem, so he's just a label head. You know what I'm saying? So
he's just like on Slaughterhouse or what's
Shady.
Right? Shady?
Yeah, Shady, Shady Slaughterhouse.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't like because like I even. You played some of your songs for me, and like you're like there's has some. That's like I don't really like that one. You know what I'm saying? Like even though you were
disclaimer,
like,
yes, I make songs sometimes. The audience now
you've already said that many times.
Yeah, I make songs sometimes. They're not always fire. Sometimes they're whack.
Yeah, right. But then I wouldn't go out and say, oh, it's whack. I'd be like, it was his best work.
Wasn't his best work.
Wasn't his best work.
Well, guess what Buttons did? Buttons tried not to speak on it. I spoke on this when it happened. I was like, Buttons took, like, every time Eminem shit would come out, he'd be like, let's just wait. I don't want to say anything. You know, he tiptoed around it all the way up until it was trash. You know what I'm saying? All the way up until he kind of had to be like, all right, this lead single is trash, and whoever, it's trash, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's head exploded. Everybody's like, whoa, how can you say that? It's like, this guy is... Budden said some really smart shit. He said his future cannot be altered by anybody not involved with it. And I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like people jump ship or some shit on me. It's like you can't determine where I'm going by not being with me. You know what I'm saying? You can only determine by helping or not. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't blackball me away from where I'm going, you know? So I don't know, but Royce is actually gonna go on Budden's podcast like next week or really probably fucking 2 days after this drops. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna go on that shit and talk about and then I think they're gonna have a nice heated argument about Shady and if he should love Shady or where what's proper.
Did Royce drop something recently?
Yeah, Royce just dropped P Rhyme. That shit. I was asking if you listened to it, but it's It's really corny and it's really hip hop, but it's better than other niggas who are corny and hip hop. It's like whenever a nigga that you used to fuck with comes out with music, it's kind of like when you're listening to it, you're kind of like, nobody else wants to hear this, but I'll listen secretively. I'll listen to on my own. Like I'm not mad at this. Like I can't. Like he has a song with 2 Chainz. How do you have a song with 2 Chainz that you can't play at a party? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't really play this song at a party. It's a pretty decent song. I mean, old niggas might play it at their party.
But if I'm fucking smoking blunt, drinking 40 throwing me.
Yeah, drinking 40s, then let's hear it. Yeah, because he's like telling the story and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's like talking about some shit. You're like, hell yeah. What else? Fucking. So yeah, that should happen like sometime this week or sometime soon. But I want to see what's up because I pay attention like. And I realized the reason I watch fucking Anthony Fantano, I watch Anthony Fantano because I used to disagree with everything he said. And I tell people, I disagree with everything he said. But the truth is that he kind of is learning. You know what I'm saying? Like he, at first, like when Chief Keef was first coming out and shit, he was just wrong. He would just be like, this doesn't sound like, why didn't they mix it? You know what I'm saying? He sounded like trash.
With the generic beats. Shit like that. Yeah.
He was wrong. He was just like all the way wrong. But nowadays, I get it. Nowadays, he gets it more. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more like, okay, I listen to a lot of underground, SoundCloud rap now. So now I understand what's inspiring and what's not. Don't get me wrong, he's still wrong about certain things, like he prefers a longer song, you know what I'm saying? He's still wrong. He prefers like an album to be a story and or the beats that all sound very similar and go together. Like the generical things that you're like, you're stupid. You don't really understand. Yeah. But I do fuck with Fantano because he's like learning. Like he gave Lil Boat 2 high ratings, you know what I'm saying? Right. But he actually gave ? Low ratings. But so I'm like, I know he still doesn't get certain things. That's the new X album. Bro, you still have not listened to Sad?
No.
Oh my God. Sad is so good. Like when I think of it, I hear it in my head. It's like, ooh, I and it's on the sun, yeah. Ooh, I sun. I'm sad, no, yeah. I'm sad, no. I'm pretty sure I sang this for the last 3 weeks on the podcast, but it's like that song. It already has, I'm sure, like 100 million, some stupid amount. You're just like,
sure. You see him and True Red made up there?
no, really?
Yeah, like, X, said something about, like, how he made mistakes, and how he's trying to, fucking, be a better person and shit, and, like, Trippy fucking, commented something back. Like, thanks, I think he talked about, like, thanks, bro, for, like, being a man, and, all other shit, so.
Hell yeah. Because I think they would both be a little bit anxious to squash a beef.
Yeah.
More, like they're anxious to be like, yo, look, we can make up. We're not just, I'm gonna get you in the mic though. This is the good audio episode. This is gonna be the best audio we've ever gotten. Promise.
Yeah.
I believe in it. What about young Kodak? You heard Chris Brown put 10K on his books?
Nah.
That's awesome.
What?
Chris Breezy puts 10K on Kodak books. What you thought? Kodak was not gonna eat Big Spread?
No, I knew.
My boy eating Big Spread.
Nah.
He ain't got no problems.
Pay money on his books, motherfucker eating honey buns and coffee cakes and shit.
Yeah, I bet you'd be doing the Kodak dance and shit and singing songs for everybody.
This nigga probably got a fucking Xbox in the cell, bro.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing fucking Fortnite with Drake. See them niggas playing Fortnite. What's up with Tory Lanez? You still gonna catch that fade with Southside? Or who we gotta catch it with? I don't think Travis give a fuck about it.
Because like in that video, it even like Travis was
kind of
I think Travis was like, bro, I just wanted to have a conversation about this shit, but now you're trying to have fucking short man syndrome and shit. Like,
yeah, that's really true, man. But that's how Tory Lanez, that's how he's always been. I mean, but I guess niggas don't live to tiptoe around other niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? They pay attention to themselves. They try to be the best of them, but they're not you know what I'm saying? They're not like, they're basically like, I don't give a fuck about little ass Tory Lanez. They out of here. Do you think he fucked up his career?
Cool.
Tory Lanez. No. Like, do you think what I mean is like, do you think he's gonna, he's cool with Drake. So, fuck it, But you don't think he's gonna, like, that would get him, like, less placements or less...
No.
Like less cool beats and just,
I don't think so. I mean, maybe not from anybody from the 808 Mafia anymore, but...
No.
But... Yeah. So that's like in 808 Mafia, right?
Yeah. That's the truth, though. And that's what I'm saying. 808 Mafia is good beats, but I don't think he's ever rapped on that shit anyway. No. Has he? He don't give a fuck.
I don't know. I don't think this is going to hurt Tory Lanez because he's not like a shitty artist or like one of those artists who's like always causing problems with other artists. You know what I'm saying? So,
but hold on, we breezed past it. So you haven't heard Question Mark album. You haven't seen everybody praising it. Talking about how good this Question Mark album is.
No.
The Weeknd tweeted out, and then I guess he's gonna be working with XXX really soon.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's just cool. Like this is. Guess what? I don't think the album's as good as everybody else thinks it is.
But it was like I said,
But Sad is really good. It's like Sad probably has the majority of the streams, and that's how X always does. He's like one song at a time. Like you find a good one, and you're like, all right, this is a good song. You gotta always realize like how to listen to people.
Yeah, it's probably gonna come around back to X like how it came around to Drake.
Yeah. He's got those type of...
When it was like... When Drake first came out, I heard Ransom, and I was like, oh yeah, this is Drake that I like. And then after a while, he stopped doing that, like, Ransom flow, and then like, The Best I Ever Had came out, and I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah, sure.
And then when X came out, when I first heard Look At Me, when, like, it only had, like, damn near, like, 20,000 fucking SoundCloud plays, I was like, yo, this kid can do it, and then he started doing other shit, and I'm like, I'm not a fan anymore.
Yeah.
And then like started hating a little bit, and no, I really should, no. And I said this last podcast, and then I was like, I don't care anymore, and then. Hey, I was like, okay, that kid's not bad. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, I'm not even like really a fan, but I think I like pay attention to people like that where I'm like not a fan, but I know their potential.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to like miss one. Like, you know, like that sad song, I don't want to miss it. Like I'm like, but it's not like hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Look at Me at all.
No,
you know
I know it's not like
yeah, yeah. But it's like I just don't want to miss one. I want people to be like. I don't want to be slapping that shit. Yeah, like
you haven't heard
6 months later, and then I'm over here. It's like right now, if I was playing like, that's the song I got in the intro. I would never let another nigga. Hey, everybody would just be like, why are you listening to that song right now? I like it. You know, if I was listening to like YBN rubbing the paint, or some shit, people be like, I'd be like,
or like, oh man, have you heard this new TK?
Yeah. TK on the race. So I don't ever want to be like fucking I like it now because I wanted to why would I miss it? Why would I not just like it as soon as it was out? So I like my people that I really fuck with, like I'm already gonna hear their shit immediately, but then other people I'm like, let me check that shit so I don't let one get past me, and then I can't be like just wasn't there for the the nostalgia of the song at the time. So your boy's freed though.
Who's freed?
Young boy.
Oh,
young boy. He's out here. He came out. He took an all girls boxing class.
Yeah.
That's funny. He got out immediately. He was like, I'm never gonna. That's terrible, bro. That's a terrible. They just let a demon back out. They about to let Kodak out too, because he too straight. He's in there like living too good.
Wait, did they put him in solitaire?
Yeah, they put him in solitaire. That sucks.
Oh yeah, we talking about eating.
That's why they put him in, because he was living too good. They're just doing mean things to him at this point.
So, when is Meek Mill coming out, man?
Meek Mill should be out really soon because apparently the motherfuckers do have a history of shitting on niggas, and they have been like they're like the guy said that Meek Mill apparently like they lied on whatever it was to get him in there originally, so they're like reviewing all that, and they're I think he'll be out this month.
Because originally he went in because he was riding his dirt bike, right?
No, he went in because he had a gun, and then the dirt bike.
No, see, okay. What I mean by he went in by riding his dirt bike, like he was on probation, right, or parole, and then I guess one of the stipulations was he could ride a dirt bike in public or on camera.
No, none of that. Okay. See, I make it like that because I like Meek Mill, but the truth is that I think he like can't. He basically was moving around without telling them. Like you're supposed to like tell some probation niggas like check in. You're supposed to check in with the probation. So so it's like you're supposed to check in with probation and be like, yo, I'm be in New York this weekend. But he would just like go to New York, for the weekend type shit. And then basically he got stopped in New York because of the dirt bike shit. So then they were like, yo, this nigga do what he want, he out here hanging out, you know what I'm saying, with niggas on dirt bikes in the streets.
Yeah, he's not working. He's having fun.
Yeah. So then they were like, yo, nigga, you been playing, you be bullshitting, you sneaking around and shit. We know how jets work, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know you just got on a fucking private jet and just got there real quick, stupid. You haven't been telling us. You're just gonna go to jail for a little while, man, because we can't you can't just run away all the time.
But like, did you say this? I believe you said this on like a previous podcast where it was just like he didn't like make himself look good in the judge's eyes.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like he wasn't like doing shit like to keep up. He was
to like make him look like a good guy.
Yeah. But now we finding out they some snaky ass niggas that she did ask him about. She did tell him to do the Boys to Men shit. Apparently. Like, she said it, and Nikki bust out laughing because Nikki was there, and then he was like, Nikki, quit playing, it's my life, like, you could just see the whole situation happening. Like, basically, you never heard about the judge telling him to make a Boys to Men song?
Nah.
The judge told him to recreate a Boyz II Men song. Yeah, like in some private quarters. She was like, "Yeah, why don't you just go to my nigga, let him manage you, and y'all could just make like a remix to that Boyz II Men song I like on Bended Knee. I like that song." And then Meek was like, he looking like you. He was like, "What the fuck, man?" And Nicki was like laughing, and then he was like, "Nah, chill out. This shit's weird. Like, I'm not doing none of that."
That's weird as shit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The fuck?
So yeah, that was
not a puppet.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, it's all getting dug up now, Playboy.
Puppet? What kind of shit is that for your? Not for your entertainment.
Yeah.
Not your personal entertainment like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you'll meet me in the corner for Angela Mee's Rumor Report. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Fucking, did you hear this nigga Rick Ross? Apparently, there's a rumor. That's why it's the Rumor Report. Right. There's a rumor that none of that shit that just happened was real.
The word on the campfire is.
Yeah, and man, Rick Ross, I hold him to a high regard and like him a lot. So, just so everybody's clear on that, I like Rick Ross the most.
Right.
But there's a small rumor going around that he was not actually whatever just happened in the hospital for anything really.
Oh, he didn't have a seizure?
No, like he had a gastric bypass, and he was just like trying to play that shit off. But I'm wondering, like, why would you publicize it? Like, why would you tell it? Why do you just go sneak off like you were on vacation and have it? You know what I'm saying? Because he lost a lot of weight, like, in the last week. If anybody sees him, he's, like, much skinnier. I'm like...
Shit, bro. Went down to the Bahamas with my niggas.
Got my tummy tied.
I went to the... I went to the DR, went to go see my boy, my doctor got hooked up.
My bitch got a booty and I lost one.
I put my fat in my bitch booty.
Yeah. I put my fat in my bitch booty. That shit gonna like slap, like that's gonna be the But I love Ross. But that was just like that was your Angela Lee's. You remember as it.
So the rumor is that Rick Ross had a
yeah, I think that's good for him. Yeah, I do. I think it's good for him.
But he can't be eating no more lemon pepper wings.
He can eat a little bit,
but not like not like used to. He can't be hitting the rallies. Yeah. I mean checkers.
It's not rallies, nigga. Because we on the East Coast, nigga. We East Coast. Don't know nothing about all this.
East Coast. West Coast, Midwest, North,
rally
South,
shit.
My nigga.
Fuck is rally?
Checkers, nigga. Same thing.
Who the fuck is Carl's Jr.?
Same thing with that. What the fuck is a Hardee's?
Who is Carl? It's Hardee's. It's good old Hardy. It's Hardy. Good old fashioned Hardy delicious food, nigga.
It's Carl's Jr.
This is delicious Hardy meals right
Hardy,
here.
Nigga.
These are Hardee's, nigga. Hardee's.
Nigga, Hardee's nuts, my nigga. How about that?
I knew you were gonna say it. I gave you the alley-oop because I didn't want
shit. And I dunked that motherfucker.
Hey, this shit better not be popping. We better have hit that motherfucker right there. But yeah, just so you know. So yeah, fucking. Oh yeah, back to rumored has it.
Rumor of the campfire is.
Rumor has it. It doesn't really matter, but rumor has it. In this, I care about these rumors because they co-line the music.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the Kenforce podcast. Those podcasts we talk about is music.
I mean, but I just don't want these niggas to think I'm a chatty patty out here, B. I'm not no fucking chatty patty, nigga. I be caring about how the slapper's gonna come out.
Oh, it's called Chatty Cathy.
No, yeah, me and fucking Dame call it Chatty Patty.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck. Yeah.
You and Dave?
Yeah, me and Dave over in fucking past 125th, it's called a Chatty Patty, my nigga.
Wait, you and Dave who?
Fuck it. I'm not here to name drop. I'm not a Chatty Patty, man. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just know. DD147, B, it was popping up in the shit.
Okay.
But no, the next rumor, real quick, is Big Sean and Janae Aiko have broken up.
Oh, they already like that at that.
Yeah, but they said they're together.
Yeah. They said that didn't happen. It was just just motherfucking. It's
Angela Yee.
Nope. It is It is these unstable creatures who's trying to put black men in a bad light to make it seem that we're cheaters. Black men are faithful and we don't cheat. It's these chatty patties out here. These chatty patties trying to put us black men in a bad light. You know what I'm saying? But I heard Big Sean is a very faithful.
So he wasn't out here with Nicole.
No, he's not.
Rasher.
Nah, he's out here with the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls.
Okay. Well, you deaded it.
I deaded it.
Dead that rumor.
I deaded it. As part of the faithful male community, Big Sean is with us.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So fuck some rumors, but this shit's kind of rumory. But the truth is, I got a question.
Yeah.
What is dropping in April? I have a feeling everybody's music.
April, right?
Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, he's telling everybody to spam 4-6 and shit.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, he's been. It's called Read About It, right? Or is it called Dex vs. Dex? What's it called?
The album? Or
yeah, is the album called Read About It, or has Read About It already come out? I think his album's called Read About It, because the reason I remember is because it was like before Pick It Up came out, he was saying spam books everywhere.
Yeah.
So the point is, this shit's been going. He said the album's gonna come out around the time Pick It Up came out. When is this album coming out, Brian? Dexter, when is the album coming out, Dexter?
Dexter?
No. Pick it. Like I said, Read About It.
What's it?
Is it called Read About It? I don't know. The point is this shit coming out in April?
That's what he said.
So he's coming out with.
It should come out in April because, damn, we just go back on the previous podcast where we had predicted when his album was gonna come out.
Yeah, we said we had it before April, is what we said in March, and now it's been pushed to April.
Yeah.
I remember.
You was there?
Mm-hmm. I was there. But I mean, he's coming out with Cardi B and with Drake. Because I think Drake's coming out before the summer. I think Cardi B's coming out. And I think Kanye's coming out pretty soon. Probably before. Kanye, the latest, will come out like June.
Kanye should drop on April 1st. Because that's Easter.
Is it?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Kanye is not fucking playing. He's gonna come really soon. So if I'm like ASAP Rocky's been acting like he's gonna drop an album for a minute, and he's not going to. His album's not coming out till fucking August at least, or later. I don't think he's coming out before August. You know how ASAP likes to come out August, Agui.
Yeah, like July, August time. Like probably gonna hear probably gonna hear an ASAP single probably June, July, and then drop it out in August.
That's the thing is like really it decides when they make a slapper, because it's not like nobody puts out an album like if they don't have like a slapper out right then.
Well, Lil Yachty put out Little Boat 2 without a slapper.
Look at that, trying to game the system. But Lil Yachty's Lil Yachty though. He has like promotion beyond just, he has promotion beyond music. He has promotion beyond music. Like basically, he doesn't have to drop a verse before he drops a tape. He can drop a tape because he got new chains and shit, and people just started watching him, or because he talked to academics more or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like he can just start being more visible, then that counts as like.
So
if you're rich, if you're rich as fuck like that, I think just being visible counts as like promotion, because like
he says visible. Yeah.
Not like he's not like FaceTiming every day and shit, is he? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he starts FaceTiming all the time and letting you see like shit that's going on and shit, I think that it would be more.
I don't know, but then that also goes back to that short generation gap of music.
Yep.
As well. You know what I'm saying? Because like some of the rappers that we were like pumping up and shit, like Tyler the Creator, ASAP, all these other artists like that. They're not like, oh, all the academics. Oh, fuck you, academics.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just being visible, like Tyler does the same thing where he like all the art of those that class of artists, whatever year that is or couple years, they have their own coolness. Like everybody, Lil Yachty and below has the fuck with academics. Or, you know what I'm saying, or Adam 22 or somebody, like, they have to, like, come in with, like, cosigns, because the unfortunate part is that this is the truth, and I know this sounds fucked up, is, like, because ASAP, Rocky, and, who else is from that class? Who else did you just say?
That put, like, ASAP, Rocky, put Cuddy in that class.
No, that's, like, Cuddy's before him. Yeah, those people are all before. But that's what I mean. It's like basically all those people are super rich anyway. Yeah. So them showing themselves is enough promotion. It's like unfortunately, and like when all those people came out, like Cuddy had like Kanye money or like people backing him, you know, to make him not look broke, because the thing is, the kids are just broke. Like Lil Pump and Smoke Perp came up because they would like FaceTime, or they would always like stream bitches giving them head and shit. Like because they don't have like money to like throw. They can't like do like Young Jeezy and like go to the strip club and like throw $100,000. You know what I'm saying? They have to like do Little Kid. You know what I'm saying? Like
kid shit.
Yeah, like. Yeah, so it's like that's the truth. It's like they have to go fucking find Adam and like Adam 22 and like hound him and like hang out with him and like do this stuff, because they can't like go have as good a party at their house. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that sounds effed up or whatever. So it's like even ASAP had like a whole group of people like Yams and all those people like organizing good parties and like ways for them to get out and shit. But it's like the kids nowadays, it's like no way to get clout. You can't get clout from having a good party. You can't get clout from, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough for those little kids. They have to, like, basically be inventive, and the only way that's working right now is a cosign,
Or doing stupid shit on the internet and then put it out rap song afterwards.
Yeah, that's basically the fucking stint. That's basically what you have to do right now. Like, there's no other way. Yeah. Like, if you just come out like, yo, listen to this song. Like, I've been telling you about, people like Juice WRLD. He may not get seen for a long time because he doesn't have any stupid shit to do. So he's just kind of like floating around like a song that's decent, and people just be like, all right, cool song. Like what guy is this? Where's he from?
That's another reason why I don't I don't pay attention to like Supreme Patty or not I guess because he raps and he just put out a song or like boom.
Yeah, it's trash.
Because it's like
it's trash.
Because it's like you guys, you really came up doing just like stupid. You did stupid shit just to get attention. Like I guess it worked and that's good for you, but it's like.
Yeah, well, I can't. I refuse to be mad at it because.
No, I'm not mad at it.
No, but it's like when Supreme Patty's song came out, I clicked it immediately.
Yeah.
But I listened to 13 seconds of it and I said, oh, this is really bad. And then I stopped listening, and then I said, for the same reason as earlier, which was like, I don't want to let it slip by me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if this nigga did put out a Bodak Yellow or something? And then I'd just be like, oh, I didn't hear. I'd just be like, let me not. Nah, you're not going to trick me, little nigga. But that's what I mean. It's like, that's why I be saying, like, it's unfortunate because, bro, you have to think. It's like, right now, all we have is imaginations. But it's like, what do you think fucking... Did you ever listen to like Keith Murray? Like, I don't know, like or like G Dep. What do you think G Dep did? Or I don't know, like any like DMX basically. What do you think DMX would do? Yeah, that's real.
when I get attacked, the music's boring.
Well,
Maybe I might get more clout by saying that.
There's one person, yeah, exactly. There's one person's music you can't say it was boring, and his name was DMX. Okay, so if you ever listen to DMX music, you think about DMX. If he'd have came up, bro, he would have just been like. First off, he would have not known how. Even now, if he'd have been right now in 20, if he'd have been like a kid that was born in like 95 or some shit, and he's like 20 or some shit, and he was coming up in that fucking math's not right. Fucking, there's no fucking calculators around. No. But the point is,
let's say if DMX was born in like 94, 95. And like he's rapping like he's rapping now.
No, he just came up in this era. What kind of music do you think he would make, and how do you think who?
I think he'll still be making the music he's making now, but just with different beats. I think he'll still have his loud aggressive style, because like that loud aggressive style works now, right? Like right now, you know what I'm saying? So, but it will just be over like SoundCloud beats.
I think I would like to be attacked, and I think I'm going to be attacked better, because I just thought of a really hot take right now.
Yeah.
DMX would be Tekashi.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to say is like, so you could be like, yo, fuck this guy, he's doing some... No, that's just like what our era allows us to see. You get what I'm saying? Like, our era allows us to see that, like, oh, this kid's weird, he does this type of stuff. Yeah, whatever. Fuck all that. Just give me these slappers. Like, I don't... You know what I'm saying? Because if I like, even like... You know, even a Supreme Patty or anybody's like, I don't care how you got here. You got here because you wanted it. Like, because in any era, you would, if you want it, you gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, whether it takes you doing boot gang and just like really fucking up the city and doing some fucked up dumb shit, or whether it takes you in an era of selling the most drugs. If you have to sell a bunch of drugs, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're in an era where you have to dance the best and beat up niggas, you know, after the show. Like, maybe that's what they do, you know, like the breaks, you know, type shit. Like, maybe you gotta dance hard and beat up niggas. Every other crew that comes around, like, yeah, if you're gonna be the shit, then you're gonna be like the shit, because you're like trying hard and shit like that. We do this podcast every week because we're going to be the shit. Like, you can't. That's the same shit. That was a funny ties back into the Joe Budden shit that he was saying. It was just like, you can't stop this. Like, you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? You cannot stop this.
I don't know, like, there's a reason why, like, I do this every fucking Sunday. Like, I'm more committed to this than my last relationship.
You know, that's real. That's real as fuck. So that's like, on a nice wrap it up. Oh, did you hear? Keep looking out. G Herbo's got good music. I like G Herbo a lot. Rich the Kid might drop, and so might Lil Uzi, and they might drop some at least like good mixtapes really soon. I'm like anticipating that both of those people, I think they're gonna be dropping. I think they're like, dude, before we leave, who the fuck? It's starting to turn into like Uzi's becoming a god of the era. You know, like, he's becoming a god of like. People keep putting him like above all the SoundCloud rappers shit. Yeah. Like, SoundCloud rappers and Uzi. You know how Uzi's the best. Like, they're putting... Who else is up there with him, would you say? Yachty? Or nah?
I've always said the people who's going to last the longest, I feel, out of this era is Uzi, 21. Because I think 21 has way long value.
Yeah.
21's
good at picking music.
Yeah. Like,
good at making a decision, you know, about some music.
But I would say, like, I'll like the whole, like, colored hair fucking SoundCloud kids, Uzi.
I would say,
the best.
I think it's Uzi and, wait, I had two more, but I only can think of X as well. But I think X is also going to come out of that shit as like a special figure, because what I do is I listen to like old people, and I see how dismissive they are of everybody. They are still dismissive of Yachty. There's only two people they're not dismissive of, and that's X and Uzi. And there's one more person, but I can't remember who it is right this second. Who's that last person? Who the fuck is the last person? I cannot remember. I'm gonna be pissed whenever I remember it in like 20 minutes. But yeah, X and Uzi, like, and it's not about old people's acceptance. It's just about like what transcends first.
Yeah.
Actually, Trippy Red. I was gonna say Trippy too. Old people also have respect for him. You know, like every
Big 14, what the fuck going on?
All right, y'all.
Oh shit. Wrap it up
there for the Kenforce podcast.
Most Based Podcast. I am Brian Johnson.
Whoa, you just said I thought it was just Brian.
Sometimes it's Brian Johnson, just Brian, Bones
they're gonna
Conway,
know.
Bones D Conway. Follow me on Instagram, Bones D Conway. Follow Kenforce Podcast.
My stage name is Jamal Abel Harrison.
Follow Gumcut.
I'm on the internet Slayer with a bunch of R's and no E.
Nigga 8 R's.
8 R's.
Shout out. Who shouted out today? Shout out Crawford's Fried Chicken. Shout out
Pedro's name.
Oh, how
Pedro
was that?
Pedro.
How was that art?
We'll talk about it in about right after we end this.
Oh,
It was
we get them all here.
Pretty fun time, yeah. Totally.
Oh shit.
Shout outs to always Chris Jizz. He's a funny kid.
Shout out to Ori, like always.
Yeah, and Ben Grimm.
Shout out to Ben.
Bye,
Peace,
niggas.
motherfuckers.